Welcome to the Chet TV News. I'm Trevor McManus, and here are our top stories. Chetwynd will go ahead with a new district building, but not right away. Campaign spending money has been announced, and the winners spent a lot more than the losers. We'll start off in Chetwynd now, where Mayor Merlin Nichols announced an open house for the 24th of September. This forum will give the public an opportunity to look at the plans for the new City Hall and the ability to offer any opinions regarding the construction and possible issues regarding the project. For those concerned with the price tag, Mayor Nichols says that there's been money set aside over the past few years so that the taxpayers of Chetwynd wouldn't be further burdened with the bill.
A number of years ago, a former council voted to begin setting aside funds to build a new city hall, and this council is carrying on the tradition of the former council, setting aside funds, making plans, and on the 24th of September we plan to have an open house, and we're inviting people from the district of Chetwynd to come and share ideas with us. We want to talk about how the construction will be funded. We want to get ideas on any aspect of the construction of the City Hall that the people wish to share with us. There's a lot of hot air moves around in the City Hall, and it sometimes gets pretty stale in here, the air that is. So a new building will change all that and give the workers here, particularly the workers here, a decent environment in which to work, and safe.
The open house on the 24th of September will take place at the District of Chetwynd office. Moving to Dawson Creek, new figures from Elections BC show that Pat Pym and Mike Bernier spent more on their elections than their rivals. The pair, who took the Peace River South and North MLA positions in the May election, both spent over $100,000 on both of their campaigns. Bernier was given over $17,000 in donation and was also awarded nearly $85,000 from the BC Liberal Party. Bernier's biggest corporate donation was from Busy Bee Signs and Graphics to the tune of $4,300, but Bernier doesn't believe that there was anything wrong with the money he spent on his election.
Well, I was very fortunate in the last election to get quite a few financial contributions coming in to help support me in the campaign, but our number one focus was always on making sure that we knocked on the doors and that people understood the message and got out there. And there's no correlation, I would say, necessarily to how much money is spent to guarantee a win, but you definitely, it's all part of the full strategy for a campaign.
The closest competitor to Bernier was the NDP's Darwin Wren, who spent over $31,000, while BC Conservative Kurt Peets spent $16,600 on his failed campaign. The province of British Columbia has announced the implementation of a curbside recycling program set to take effect in May of 2014. But currently, the cities of Fort St. John and Dawson Creek are covered by Echo Depot and do not have a fully regulated pickup. Province is warning communities of the possibility of being fined up to $5,000 a day if they do not abide by May of next year. Both Dawson Creek and Fort St. John councils have not brought this motion forward. Due to a lack of funding, Chetwynd will not be a part of this program until further notice. When asked, a sitting city councillor said that the district of Chetwynd does not have to worry about this. The Dawson Creek RCMP have been responding to a similar theft complaints. Lighting bars stolen from vehicles have been reported across the Mile Zero city. The RCMP is asking the public to take two different action plans. First is to engrave an identifiable marking into the bar, such as your name, number, and or driver's license number, or to permanently attach your light bar to your vehicle. If you take this second approach, they warn that you use a safe welding practice and to speak with your automotive specialist before making such modifications. As always, they also ask if you have any information in these thefts to contact the RCMP or Crime Stoppers. In sports, on the ice, or at least in the boardroom, the Dawson Creek Senior Canucks are getting set to kick off the upcoming 2013-2014 season, but they have a few items on their to-do list before hitting the ice. The very top of that list is to hire a new head coach. Senior Canucks president Sheldon Wilkinson says that they would rather find someone to fill the role than using veteran players such as Adam Longcon and Chris Stevens as player coaches. And finally, the Lakota Agriplex was the place to be this past weekend. Teams took part in the Midsummer Mile Zero Roping Club's Roping Jackpots. There were over 200 ropers and 70 teams that took part in the event, which handed out over $1,000 to its top 8 teams, including first place winners Ingram Peterson and Don Smith, second place Zoe and Mike Ross, third place went to Lance Isaac and Dale Richardson, fourth place went to Eric Ehrman and Stan Reed, fifth was Tracy Isaac and Jim Green, sixth place was the team of Mitch McNulty and Darcy Snyder, seventh was Shar Cooper and Rocky Hubley, and finally eighth place went to Devin Brunell and Todd McAinley. You're now up to date in the Peace region. Stay tuned. We'll have a full 5-day look at your forecast. For Chet TV, I'm Trevor McManus.